Hello, God, and welcome to this sacred space. Sylvia here, your one and only favorite, best original esoteric artist and evolutive mentor. The one you cannot live without, the one you always want to come back to because with me, here in my sacred space, you are at home. You remember who you are. You activate your powers and you live in the confidence of them. I support spiritually advanced beings like you through their ascension journey. My services and products are ready for you and are listed here below, so check them out in order for you to keep owning your God's craft and embodying it. Said this, let's dive deep into today's topic. I wanted so much to work with the April's fish, that is the April's Fool fish. And I was curious about the tradition. I asked myself what brought this tradition to us, because I remember when I was a child, I was used to draw on a paper a fish and to stick it on the back of my grandmother as a joke. So she went around all day long with the fish until she discovered she had it. It was so hilarious, so fun. But I wanted to know from where that tradition came from. So I had a little research and find out that in the switch between the Julian and Gregorian calendar, there were some people who didn't know that the new year was on January 1st, and they kept on celebrating around the end of March, because with the Julian calendar, the new year was celebrated around the spring equinox, which means, around the end of March, and then they kept celebrating for several days. So around the first days of April, they were still celebrating. However, they didn't know that times were changed and the new year was on January 1st, because news wasn't so fast to be spread around as it is today. So those people were called the April's Fools, because of course they were celebrating for apparently nothing. And then there was the symbology of the fish, such as a young fish which was easy to coat. So to symbolize a person and people who were, easy to play jokes with. And so there is this tradition to play jokes with people, as I was doing with my grandmother. However, as we are here conscious manipulators and we do evolve consciously, we also do recognize how many assumptions we have been living with so far. Do you realize it? That's incredible, and it's amazing as well. So I said, let's work with these ancient April's Fool's fish, and let's ask to this fresh young fish for some guidance and for, a message of wisdom, because there is always a certain wisdom in youth. Do you recognize another empowering assumption here? So we can dive deep into this thing of assumptions later on, maybe in another video. For today, let's get ready to work with your own spirit fish, which is your April's Fool and which has a special message for you. Okay, let's get started. For this special project, I have my cup of hot chocolate coffee. Then I have my candle with this special mat that I have just crocheted yesterday, maybe for another video. And I also have a companion today, this little ladybird, for some good luck. Never enough. Then I have my sage, of course. I'm burning some sage to renew the energy of the sacred creative space. Here we are. I always love to smudge sage. Then I have a piece of paper that I simply have as, let's call it waste paper from other projects, my fluo markers. Then I have some colorful pencils. Then I have various markers, colorful markers. Then I have my colorful pens and, of course, my black marker, red marker, and also a couple of black pens. Let's see what I'm going to use. Of course, you can use your tools according to your inner guidance. Let's start now. So for this project, we are going to use your non-dominant hand. You can keep your eyes open and we are going to draw a fish. For this fish, we are going to do very short meditation. Place our hand on your heart and imagine to go deep down in your heart and to meet this fish which is floating in the depth of your heart. And it's ready to emerge, to appear before your eyes, to be visible to you. Just sipping a little bit of my coffee. Very nice. And then let's start drawing. Okay, non-dominant hand, let's go. As soon as I have started this project, I immediately got the indie vibes. So I kept on drawing it and also coloring it. I wanted my fish to be very colorful, so I used some vivid colors such as fluo colors and also glittering colors, which I loved so much for this project. And here the result, here how it came out, how this young fresh fish emerged from the depth of my heart. Okay, so here we are. My fish is completed. As you see, it's very colorful. And now I'm drawing this message, which I got almost immediately as soon as I started to draw it. My fish said to me, I am your indie fish. Go to India. Oh, this seems surreal, but this is my soul talking to me. And what I got from this, going to India doesn't have to be just physically going there. So I was transported to India, and the first thing that came to me, it's the Mahatma Gandhi and its message, be the change. So it brought me to embodiment, to the concept of embodiment. And this is my fish. It's my embodiment fish. This fish came to me saying to me that I am called to be the change. Be is the pivot of everything. So here's my project, my April's full fish completed. I wanted you to see how beautiful is the glimmering effect thanks to my colorful pens. I loved it. So my message for me is very deep. I am called to embody the change I want to experience. Amazing, beautiful. So share your projects with me. You can share about your experience here below in the comments, and also write me an email with your works. All the details to reach me are listed here below, and I'm always honored to witness your art and to find out about your esoteric experience with the creative process. I also remind you to love, share these videos so that more and more people can be empowered through them, and to subscribe to the channel so that you can receive notifications every time I upload new content, and we can stay warmly and vibrantly in touch. So let's keep on growing together flawlessly and powerfully.